Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I do truly appreciate it. And I've got something book related in the mailbox today. It came out of the sky. A guy by the name of Brett Manton in Australia sent me a couple of dust jackets. Now, one of my favorite authors, Walking God's Green Earth, a guy by the name of Philip Fracassi, wrote a book called Gothic. Ever hear of it? Well, if you haven't heard of it, it's a crime. It's a crime against humanity. Hear of it, by all means, and read it. Gothic. Great book by Philip Fracassi. It's about a guy named Tyson Parks. Tyson Parks he's a once great, famous, wealthy horror writer. And as Tyson Parks has aged, he has, for one reason or another, lost his luster, lost his love of horror, lost his fan base. Nobody's buying his books, and he actually doesn't want to write horror anymore. And he's been working hard on a historical fiction novel that nobody wants. The publishers don't want, the customers don't want. But he knows to make his money, he's got to go back to horror. He just ain't there. When he reaches to the well, the well's run dry. It isn't there, and he's got a wife or I think he's a fiance. Can't remember now. But anyway, he's in love with her. She's a beautiful woman. She comes from money, but he doesn't want her to have to go to parents to make a great life for herself, but he wants to give her all the finest things in life. Now, she's a good woman. She's not that gold digger that's saying, gimme, 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 or else. She knows he's struggling, and she knows that she could help, but he would not tolerate that. It would be, it's emasculating for him. So they're in this kind of a jam. She doesn't know how to make him happy, and he doesn't know how to be what he wants to be. He can't anyway. She does, however, buy him this fancy, beautiful desk, a very ornate writing desk. He's been writing on the same desk since college, and it's beaten all to shreds. It's kind of like his lucky desk, I guess, but it's not. The luck has run out. So she buys him this fancy desk, ornate desk with a history. The book will give you the history in pieces throughout the book. He sits down to write, and all of a sudden he is taken over. He is, in essence, possessed. And he writes a book called Black Altar that, boom, it tops the charts, goes through the roof. Well, wouldn't it figure that somebody decided to make dust jackets by Tyson Parks called Black Altar to fit copies of Gothic. Now, originally, Philip Fracassi put a picture up on the Fracassi Freaks Facebook group showing one of these dust jackets that he had been sent. And it looked really cool. And of course, as soon as the opportunity arose, I jumped on the chance to buy one. And I bought a dust jacket for the Cemetery Dance Trade hardcover, as well as one for the Earthling Publications limited edition book. I wish I had two of these. I do not. But I bought one of each. And so here it is, directly from Australia. I don't know how to open one of these tubes, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to show you what it looks like. And then I'm going to install it, and I'll show you what it looks like on the book. I'm going to install the Cemetery Dance version and hope it fits. And we'll see what she looks like. But it's a neat concept. The book, Gothic, is about an author named Tyson Park. And he ends up writing this book called Black Altar, which changes his life for the good, for the bad. You'll find out if you read the book. And so here we go. We get a chance to make the book about it look like it. And hello, it looks empty. I like these things. They're good for hitting stuff with, making echo sounds and the like. But what I got here is, so what do we got here? What do we got here? I have Black Altar by Tyson Parks, wrapped in some sort of looks like maybe a Brodart, wrapped in a Mylar cover. It's thick. I don't know who makes it. It doesn't say. But on the back here, Brett Manton alternate cover design, Halloween 2024 limited print run. Wouldn't you know, wouldn't you know? But here it is all stretched out. I'm not sure if this is for CD or Earthling, but there's one. Thick, stout, all wrapped up. It feels heavy, heavy, heavy. And then here is the other one. Let's see. Tyson Parks' Black Altar. When does fiction become religion? Parks has opened the door. Sutter Kane. And then on the back it says, any fool with fist hands can take a tiger by the balls, but it takes a hero to keep on squeezing. And Parks has a handful. Alexis Machine. Wickedly clever, but shitty title. Philip Fracassi. Brutal and obscene. This book needs to be burned. Richard Bachman. So sweet. And then you have on the end flaps right there some cool artwork. Ne'er-do-well, Blood Moon, other books by Tyson Parks. Kill You Down, Dangerous Dreams, The Storm, Whispers, Neats. And here's a little bit, what do you know, about the book itself. So, man, it is too sweet. And I'm going to install, figure out which one goes on the Cemetery Dance book. I'll install it and let's see what it looks like. So here we are at the wife's craft table. Not a lot of space involved here, but I'm trying to figure out which one is which, and I think I've got the right one for the right one. So this is, I have 2 copies of this book, and I don't know why I bought 2 in the beginning. Maybe just, I don't know why I bought 2, but I'm glad I did now, because now I've got one for the Black Altar dust jacket. And I don't want to pretend to be an expert at folding dust jackets. And so I'm just going to fumble with it and let you watch if you want and see how badly I can F it up. Anyway, how badly I can do. I'm sure there's a technique. I'm sure there's a trick to it. And usually the trick is to get everything lined up just right on the spine. So if I can accomplish that goal, then I've done it. I've done it well. And that's easier said than done sometimes, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try here to get it just right, lined up on the spine. Well, when you buy a book that's got a reversible dust jacket, a lot of times it's easier because you already know where the creases are on it. But here you got to get it tight or else. And once you get it right, well, you don't got a lot of room for error to make a fold and then mess it up. So I'm going to give it a shot here. I'm going to give it a shot and see how close I can get it before I make creases on the book. And I probably already messed up. Because I let it get loose on me. But not being too tight. Right there it is. Now, do I want to get it really tight and creased? I probably will. That's what it looks like as you see it. I'll probably, now that I got the spine, looks like the spine's right. I'm going to try to get a little bit better creasing going on my end flaps. Pull them both a little bit tighter. And then try to put a bit of a crease on it, not too much. Right where I got it here. Put a bit of a crease on that one. Hoping that it'll hold on the other side. Now I'm going to pull this one a little bit tight. Fold it over a little bit. And put a bit of a crease on it there. This is not going to be a extraordinarily tight dust jacket. But I think it'll be good enough for who it's for. And right there it is. Black Altar. Sweet, man. Sweet. It's almost like a new book on the shelf. Let's get back to camera 1. This is a 2-camera shoot. Get back to camera 1. And here is Tyson Parks' Black Altar. It's like a new book. And I read to you what Philip Fracassi said about the book. But I want to remind you, when I did this book review long time ago, I want to remind you what it says at the end. Now, the very last page of this book says, screw it. He sits up, flips over the cover to reveal the name of the book. This is a new book that he's written. The title is Gothic by Tyson Parks. He stares at the page for a moment, ignores the chill that runs up his spine, the sick feeling of darkness that floods his mind. He licks his lips, lets out a held breath. Shitty title, he thinks. Then he turns the page over and begins to read. So there we go. That's what they thought about Tyson Park's latest book up front. So I got a new book, a brand new book. Tyson Parks is supposed to be a heck of an author, although not necessarily a great fella anymore. What once is no longer. So what I've got is I got two, where's the other one? Two dust jackets. This one is for the Earthling Publications version of the same book. This one may be a little easier for you. You fold it up like this and get it tight. And if you got the 19th edition slipcase, you slide it in there and that'll press it good and tight for you. Good and tight. That's German for those of you who don't know. But anyway, I got it. And if I ever come across another Earthling Publications version at a price I can live with, I'll add it and I'll add this to it. Otherwise, I'll tuck it away somewhere for safekeeping. That's all the lies I can think of to tell you. Thank you for your time. I do truly appreciate it. And c'est la vie, baby. Do.